Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family and also Harry and Meghan. So today, let's dive into the latest bombshell about Meghan Markle. For years, whispers about her past have floated around. And now, Ghislaine Maxwell, yes, Epstein's Ghislaine, has allegedly dropped a bombshell from prison. She's claiming there's a CV, not a job resume, but a document spelling out Meghan's pre-royal life, filled with adult-themed entertainment and private role-play scenarios. The phrase, and I quote, "playing the adult game," end quote, is being tossed around. And it's not hard to see why it's getting interest. Allegedly, this could point to a shadowy side of Meghan's Hollywood days, and it's not the first time we've heard that she might have a questionable past. So, we know that there's already been a trail of red flags. Meghan's been caught stretching the truth before, like when she denied working on Finding Freedom only for court documents to show that she was feeding info to the authors. That kind of thing makes you wonder what else she's not saying. And now, Maxwell, someone who is neck deep in Epstein's world, is pointing at her. This isn't some random blogger. It's a convicted insider. If she's got a document, as she claims, it could confirm what many have suspected, that Meghan's pre-Suits life wasn't all Hallmark auditions. And then there's Virginia's attorney, David Boies, who wanted to put Meghan on the stand in Andrew's case. Why? Because Meghan allegedly knew Virginia and was a close companion to Prince Andrew in those elite circles. I mentioned this in a previous video. And that's not just proximity, it's access. If she was in those rooms, she might have seen things, maybe even knew about Epstein's dealings. Virginia's solicitor thought she could spill real details, and that's huge. It's not proof of guilt, but it's not nothing either. And add to that the blocked Epstein grand jury transcripts. A US judge shut down their release in August 2025, saying it's about victim privacy, but it makes you wonder what's in there. Articles warned Andrew to brace himself, with Meghan's name tangled in the mix. And I've said this many times before. They knew each other, just by the way that he looked when she was around, and that smug look on her face. They definitely knew each other. And by knew, I mean in the biblical sense of the word, allegedly. So if she was as close to Andrew as claimed, this CV that Ghislaine is talking about could be the smoking gun that people have been waiting for. Now Meghan stayed silent. No denials, no lawsuits, just pushing her rebranded As Ever lifestyle line, jams, candles and the whole curated vibe. But that silence feels loud when you've got a history of dodging the full truth. Her brand has been built on being authentic, and yet these allegations, adult entertainment, Epstein connections, fit a pattern some have suspected for years. X posts are buzzing with this, with users sharing clips and leaks about Maxwell's claims, saying it's only a matter of time before it all unravels. If this CV exists and leaks, it's over. Her image as the Duchess turned wellness guru collapses. Even without it, the damage is done. People are talking, and her past is under a microscope. Harry's out there having burned bridges for her, but if she was tied to Epstein's world and kept quiet, that's a betrayal of everything he stood for. So, this could all be true, and the signs have been there. What do you think? Are you ready for the truth to come out? There was so much talk about Meghan's past in the early years of her marriage to Harry, where there were rumours about her relationship with Marcus Anderson, who must have introduced her to many people, and her Hollywood days, or rather more sort of on the fringes of Hollywood, she would have been in close contact with a lot of people. And there was even talk, although she was too old for Epstein, she had her own, allegedly, her own special skill set, which some wealthy Arabs were interested in. It was also said that she was known by the King of Morocco. And again, there's another video on all of that. So I personally think that you could see the tension between her and Andrew at different royal family outings. If ever she was in close proximity to Andrew, you could see his total disdain for her and the tension in his face. He would not be like that, not knowing her. It was so obvious to many of us that they knew each other. I'm just surprised that more people haven't come out and spoken about this, people that knew that she was connected to Epstein. Because there was the woman who spoke in an interview about Meghan having been married before, divorced and already had a child. I also did a video on that one. And she referred to her as being a caddy girl and how good she was at her job. It was quite shocking for a lot of people that this woman came out and said those things in response, I think, to the announcement of the alleged birth of Archie. Ghislaine Maxwell hasn't always been truthful, but she's got no reason to lie about this. And the very fact that she's pointing at Meghan and emphasising this is, I don't believe, to deflect anything from herself, because she can spill the beans about everything. And it's been said that she's desperate to make a deal to try and shorten her sentence. As there is so much critique about Meghan anyway, she's in the press all the time, she's been criticised all the time for every single thing she does, some justified, maybe some not. But when the media is saying that this will finish Meghan, many of us believe that she's finished anyway, and that she's just being used in the headlines to deflect from other people. So let me have your thoughts on this, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.